All right, let's get into it. USA defeated by Belgium 4-1. It's the same old, same old. If they didn't have Pochettino, they would have never have gotten as far as they did or surpassed. They literally played the worst game of the last, let's say the last series of group stage games, all the 32s, all the round of 32, and now 16. They literally played the worst game. It's like they shouldn't have been there. They played scared. The touch, oh my God, like the instinct these young boys have on the pitch for Belgium. They didn't play Lukaku to start, and they didn't even play Kevin De Bruyne. We just got embarrassed. Carly Lloyd said it best. And Carly Lloyd, she's the only person with balls in the Fox, on the Fox desk. Aside from Zlatan, and he doesn't give a shit either. But you got to understand, like, Carly Lloyd just went out there and said, yeah, they sucked. Pulisic was scared. And I saw Pulisic lost the ball 11 times in 45 minutes. You could just tell the touch and the instincts are not there for American football soccer players. They're just not there. You have these kids getting crosses that it just lands on their foot, where the Americans always have to tee it up. There's never, like in hockey, they call it a one-timer, where they just slide the puck and he shoots it on the path. There's never been a U.S. player, unless it's a rebound, to get a pass and one-time it in the goal. It just doesn't happen. The goalie's play was embarrassing. I don't know what he thought. Did he think his foot was a hand? Who the hell knows? The academy system, Dave Portnoy said it perfectly. The U.S. is a pay-to-play country club, boys club, that the best players don't play. Now, if you look at the women's side, our women, the best athletes play football, soccer. The best athletes on the women's side play soccer. So our best athletes don't play this game. Most of our players right now have dual citizenship also. And they should have come out, and I know it's easy to say, but to come out, they just got the break, the red card rescinded. They should have been like, especially after the statements from Belgium, they should have been like, we got them. They're scared, but they don't come out with Lukaku and De Bruyne, and this young kid has 2 goals. I mean, there's no momentum swing. You know what it is? It's almost like a let up. Okay, we got one. We're good. Like, we need to develop. Here's what we need to develop. And Pochettino, God bless him, because he took us further than we should have gone. 2 things we need to develop. Instincts, touch. Instincts and touch. We have no instincts. We have no touch. When the ball's in the air, we're not going to the ball. We're not putting the ball where it needs to be. Where you have this kid, he looks like he's 16 years old. He's jumping over our back line near the goal and putting the ball in. It just makes no sense. And the last thing, and I know this is going to be a short video, it needs a lot more analysis, but CONCACAF, oh my God. We cannot play Mexico 50 times a year and think we're progressing as a federation. We're not. We're not progressing if we're playing Mexico and Canada. These teams are getting better than us. Mexico would have dominated us, but you never know, because our mentality is like, if you play the neighbor every day one-on-one and he's the best player in the state, but you, from playing him one-on-one every day, could have, you could beat him because you learn him and you play him. So playing the single side all the time, the Gold Cup's total shit. We need to join, like, the larger qualifying should be with CONMEBOL. So they have their independence, and then when they come together for the World Cup, we would have never made the World Cup if we weren't a host city. We would have never made the whole World Cup if we were to play the likes of, and these people didn't even make it, Chile, all these other countries, like Venezuela plays a lot of baseball. They still play soccer. Or football. There's one player who's really, really famous on that team, actually, back about 10 years ago, I think it was on Manchester United. So what we need to do is we need to reset the whole system. For God's sakes, there's a Dominican player that was on Real Madrid. These teams in CONCACAF are getting better. We just can't play the same Mexican side and think we've accomplished anything. We need to start playing, and at the youth level, we need to start playing Ecuador, Colombia, Chile, Uruguay, Paraguay. Name all those nations. Even this team that gave, Argentina, we need to play the best of the best, because the only way we're going to excel and be a good federation and have a good system is if we start losing to the best of the best. We just can't have these one-off friendlies where nothing's on the line. We're playing friendly. Those do not prove anything. I'm sick of the same coaches, the same system, the same dual citizenship. Don't be fooled. Christian Pulisic was from Croatia. So we need to start to develop just like USA Hockey. Watch USA Hockey. They develop the same group of kids, and they play together from, I think, now 14 to 18. And they kept them together. And what happened? We won the juniors that we have never won or didn't win for like 3 cycles in a row. This is what happens. And then some of that group won the gold medal. And listen, we weren't the better team than Canada on paper and skills and things like that. They just believed as a group together. Look at the Knicks, believing as a group together. And then, sorry, I thought this was going to be the final thing. What was I going to say? Oh, club over country. In the U.S., I wasn't brought up USA baseball. I wasn't brought up USA soccer. You're brought up, MLS is a shit show. They're just going to the FIFA schedule right now. But you're brought up club before country. In all other countries across the world, maybe not Canada, it's country before club. And once we get that right, like people not playing with Team USA, you see Neymar and Cristiano crying on the ground. This is not an accident. Their passion is for country first. We take that for granted, and you see it in the division here with things. And there's division in other countries, but you see these people wailing the national anthem. There's no room for divisiveness when it comes to representing your country. And I think the U.S. needs to start saying country before club. I was a Yankee fan before I'm a USA baseball fan. I'm a Bulls fan, Knicks fan. I'm a Bulls fan before I was a USA basketball fan. We need to start focusing on country in all sports. And you know what? If you look at the women's system, they didn't have club sports. They only had the world stage. So with the women, it's country before club. So simple. Rundown. Carly Lloyd, thank you. Academy system needs to be, you can't just have pay to play, because pay to play, Dani Alves played in the streets barefoot before he went to his club in Brazil and then eventually made the selection. So our academy system's broken. The best players aren't playing. Our best athletes aren't playing. CONCACAF CONMEBOL, CONCACAF is a joke. And we need to work on the fundamentals. I will outwork. I'm not the best baseball player. I'm definitely not the best basketball player. But I know the fundamentals. I know I have the instincts to get on a court and do what I can to help the team win. Whether it's passing, trying to play defense, or leadership. We need to start to develop the intangibles before we start working on formations. And that's the problem. Intangibles touch instincts before we even get on the field and start working on formation. So sucks that we're out. We deserved it. We were definitely punching above our weight, but I don't even know if there's a I think the positive is that no matter who we put to lead this squad, it's not about the squad. It's about the system. So let's see if they can make the next World Cup, because I don't think they're going to. They just don't have, it takes probably 8 years. And we need a commitment from a manager like Jurgen Klopp, not Jurgen Klopp, the other German that really was here and he was ostracized because he let go of Donovan, which he should have. We need that run. To me, there was less talent and more result. So this is more talent. These people are playing overseas. They get nothing. We get nothing from it. So see you in 4 years. Stop playing Mexico. We need to play the best, and we need to play the best when it matters.